Hello, Dr. Broman. After completing the commitment survey assessment, I realized that my commitment to my profession is really good. It's actually, according to my score, it's very good. But I thought it was going to be excellent. Actually fell short several points low of excellent. And I think that tells me two things. One, I have room to grow. So that's really good. Acknowledging the fact that there's room for improvement on my end. It's something to work towards. And two, I am my own worst critic. I think over the past couple of weeks in this class and through this book, I've been realizing how much I criticize myself and how much I encourage others, but sometimes it's hard to do that for myself. So I think those are things I really want to work on, and that kind of aligns with some of the questions that I scored really low in, which one of them was I record my goals and regularly evaluate my progress. I do that for my long-term goals, but I don't necessarily do that for my short-term goals. I actually just noticed that I don't necessarily even acknowledge my short-term goals. So for example, earning a master's degree is a long-term goal of mine. Teaching elementary, middle school, and high school is a long-term goal of mine. Eventually getting an EDD or a PhD is a long-term goal of mine. But I don't acknowledge the daily tasks that I do as goals to help me reach those long-term goals. So, like completing homework assignments, I give it my best, I do the best job that I possibly can, and I submit the best work that I can, but I don't see that as accomplishing a goal. I see it more as like accomplishing a task. And if I shift my perspective from task to goal, it actually can really shift like my mental and my emotional state, because then it'll help me feel like more successful, like I'm actually doing something every day to achieve my long-term goal. And that's kind of what this book is saying in this chapter is long-term goals are great, but what are you doing every day to achieve them? And then the second thing is I constantly come to practice in a good mood and look forward to training. For this one, I just realized that lately it's been really hard to keep a positive perspective of my profession and my job right now, just because everything is so uncertain. As an elementary PE teacher, my job completely depends on me providing classroom teachers with collaboration time. But right now we don't know when we're going back to work, if we're going back to work, what going back to work will look like. And it's a little scary. It's really hard to stay positive. I am doing what the book states to do, which is, try not to focus on things you can't control and focus on what you can, which is your craft. And I'm doing that by learning new strategies and learning new technologies that I can incorporate and trying to plan my curriculum for next year to be a little bit more individualized instead of group activities, just to plan ahead. But the uncertainty of am I coming back or when I'm coming back is a little stressful and gives me a little bit of anxiety. So yeah, overall, I think this was a great assessment. I really like the book, and I think those are very productive things that I can work on that will help me achieve my overall life goals. So thank you for your time and have a nice day.